Glad to see you all here. I was a teacher at Rockford Career College, and I was in an adjunct position. And maybe a majority of the college teachers and junior college teachers and technical college teachers in America are adjuncts. And if you know anything about adjunct, one thing that it means is that you have no benefits, that you have no pension plan, and that you can be that you are on a right to work. You can be fired at a moment's notice. If anybody ever needed a union, it's people who are adjuncts. And anybody who was in Madison over the past month may know, probably does know, that a good portion of the strength of that effort came from the TAs in the University of Wisconsin. They would be adjuncts at Rock Valley College. They would be adjuncts at Rockford College. These are people who are not tenured, and they have unionized. They are part of a union, and it just shows you how that if you have a union, you have a voice, and you can bring people together, and you can make change. And that's what we need. That's what we need in America. I wouldn't know how to start to organize, unionize adjuncts at. Have you noticed how many technical and colleges of quote-unquote higher learning we've already developed in Rockford? I mean, there's Concordia, there's Benedictine, there's the Rockford Career College, there's Upper Iowa, Lower Iowa. All of these people are coming in, and these are all for-profit institutions. None of the teachers are union, none of the faculty is unionized, and it just gives me a queasy feeling. Moving right along now, still in Madison, I had the opportunity to hear Michael Moore speak Saturday, March 5th at the Capitol, celebrating the fabulous 14. And I'm going to take the opportunity to quote from Michael. America is not broke. America is not broke, contrary to what those in power would like you to believe, so that you'll give up your pension, cut your wages, settle for the life your great-grandparents had. America is not broke. Ladies and gentlemen, is it?
No.
I'm asking.
No.
Not by a long shot. The country is awash in wealth and cash. It's just that it's not in your hands. It has been transferred in the greatest heist in history from the workers and consumers to the banks and the portfolios of the uber-rich. Today, just 400 Americans have the same wealth as half of all Americans combined. And Michael Moore at this point said, I think I need to repeat that for the mainstream media so that they can understand it. Today, just 400 Americans have the same wealth, equal wealth as half of all Americans combined. Can we stand for that?
No!
We're in fiscal crisis now, and the Republican response is House Resolution 1, H.R. 1. What would H.R. 1 do? H.R. 1 would cut $1.3 billion from community health centers. That's Crusader Clinic. That's where 40% of Rockfordians get their health care. They're going to cut money, that amount of money, from Crusader Clinic. Kick more than 200,000 children out of preschool, cutting funds for Head Start. Is that right?
No!
Is that anywhere near right? It's Head Start, for God's sake. 64% cut in senior community service programs. That's where I work for fiscal 2011. Seniors, they're talking about raising Social Security. They're talking about making people work longer. Are they going to train people? They talk about training people, but they're going to cut funds for training. Does that make sense? It doesn't. They're going to zero out federal funding for national public radio and public television.
Crazy!
1/10 of 1%? 1/100th of 1% that goes to public radio?
That's about. Say that again, sir. Say that louder, sir.
Is that going to solve the problem? 1/10, 1/100?
Is that going to solve our deficit? Is that going to solve our deficit?
No.
4 states, 65,000 teachers fired. 4 states to fire 65,000 teachers and aides. 9.4 million, cut financial aid for 9.4 million students. Cutting some or all aid for low and middle income college students. Slashing $1.6 billion from the National Institute of Health. That's cancer research. That's Alzheimer's. That's Parkinson's. And that's job losses. Is that right for America?
No!
Is that the Republican plan for America?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
End all federal funding to Planned Parenthood, which supports cancer screenings, women's health care. Ending federal funding for Planned Parenthood. Can we stand for that?
No.
Send 10,000 low-income veterans into homelessness by cutting in half the number of veterans who get housing vouchers this year. And that's just the beginning.
They're the ones that wanted to support our